So my name is Lauren Cherry. I'm Ruth Cherry's daughter. We lived next door to David Greer on 108th Street, and he was a church organist, and my father was a professional musician. David had lamented that there was no community music education for people in the area. And my mother suggested that they start a school in the community. There wasn't anything like this. They both felt that inner city kids needed to have exposure, that everybody needed to have exposure. And so Mom and David birthed this thing, and it was just a labor of love. I was one of Bloomingdale's very first students. I remember as a child dancing around the floor in the basement of the church, the cold green linoleum tile. And then I continued studying. Well, I studied the recorder for about 5 years, and then I studied the flute through the end of high school with Susan Minkoff. It was multiracial, definitely. I think there were a number of kids who came from my local public school because I remember their faces, and everybody was very nice. It didn't feel like a competitive environment at all. You know, it was a very important part of my life. Every week I was at Bloomingdale for basically my whole youth from early on. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely essential. When I think of all the hours that are spent practicing and studying, and that when you're making music, you're always seeking truth and you're seeking beauty. You don't find it immediately. You don't find it right off the bat. And so you learn patience, you learn discipline, you learn to focus, and you learn tolerance, and you learn self-acceptance. You're constantly striving to get over your inner challenges. And when you do, something beautiful is created. It's an essential life skill, whether you do it for the rest of your life professionally or you're just doing it as a youth. It develops really, really good patterns and self-esteem as well. And there's part of me, because I have had such a creative background, that knows that I can do anything. Especially in this world today, you need resilience and you need resourcefulness, and that's what you get from participating in the arts. Everybody should have access. Nobody can afford to not have that kind of support in our world now, where you have to be really resourceful. And I think creativity is the greatest commodity that we have now. Bloomingdale is an essential organization in developing wonderful human beings, for people who want to find themselves, in some way. They want to find their voice. They have something to say, and they may not even know it yet, but it's music that's going to give them the opportunity to find it.